Chapter number 8, Composition and Structure of Atmosphere. Point number 1. 99% of the total mass of the atmosphere is confined to a height of 32 km from the surface of the earth. Next point, composition of the atmosphere. Atmosphere consists of gases, water vapor and dust particles. Decreasing order of the major gases in the atmosphere. Major, not all, major gases. Nitrogen, N2, then oxygen, then argon, then carbon dioxide, then neon, then helium, He, then krypton, Kr, then xenon, Xe, then mercury. Next point, carbon dioxide absorbs a part of terrestrial radiation and reflects some to the surface. This terrestrial radiation that is absorbed by the carbon dioxide is in the form of long wave radiation. Water vapor. Warm tropics. In warm tropics, 4% of the water vapor constitutes 4% of the air volume. In dry, cold areas of desert and polar regions, less than 1% of the air contains water vapor. Water vapor absorbs insolation coming from the sun. Next point is dust particles. High concentration in subtropical and temperate regions due to the dry winds in comparison to equatorial and polar regions. Dust and salt particles act as hygroscopic nuclei around which water vapor condenses to produce clouds. So, clouds are produced when the water vapor are attached to the dust particles and salt particles. Therefore, dust and salt particles act as hygroscopic nuclei around which water vapor condenses to produce clouds. Next point, structure of atmosphere. The lowermost layer of the atmosphere from the Earth's surface is the troposphere. Its average height from the surface of the Earth is 13 km, and its thickness is greatest at the equator because heat is transported to great heights by strong convectional currents. In troposphere, temperature decreases at the rate of 1 degree Celsius per 165 meters. That is, 1 degree Celsius decreases with increase in every 165 meter of height. The next, the troposphere ends at tropopause, and tropopause is the layer at which, and the tropopause is the layer from which stratosphere starts. So the temperature at tropopause is nearly constant. Temperature at tropopause is nearly constant. Now next layer is stratosphere. Stratosphere is up to 50 km from tropopause. Stratosphere contains ozone layer, O3. Ozone layer absorbs harmful UV radiations coming from the sun and helps in the cooling of the atmosphere. Mesosphere up to 80 km from the from stratopause. Stratopause is between stratosphere and mesosphere is present between mesopause and stratopause, or stratopause and mesopause. Mesosphere extends up to 80 km, and the uppermost portion of the mesosphere is the mesopause. Above mesopause is the ionosphere between 80 to 400 km. Ionosphere contains electrically charged particles or electrically charged ions. Ionosphere helps in the reflection of radio waves to the surface of the earth, back to the surface of the earth, and therefore ionosphere helps in the communication. And the last layer is exosphere. The air here is very rarefied, and exosphere mostly consists of hydrogen and helium. So the last point is main elements of atmosphere which are subject to change and which influence human life on earth are temperature, pressure, winds, humidity, clouds, and precipitation. So all these elements, that is temperature, pressure, winds, humidity, clouds, and precipitation, are the main elements of atmosphere which are subject to change and which influence human life on the earth.